Pull up a chair. Seriously, get comfortable. Maybe hide your wallet in the other room first. Look, we've all been there. You bought a crypto coin named after a dog, or you thought those limited edition sneakers were your ticket to early retirement. It's okay, really. Greed is just a fundamental human hardware setting. But today we're looking at the professional-grade lunatics, the Picassos of the Ponzi. We're counting down 10 times humanity collectively lost its mind for a shiny lie. And stick around, because after the top 3, I'm going to tell you the one psychological trick they all used, and why you're probably falling for it right now. Let's get into the blood work. Starting with number 10, the Prince of Nowhere. So imagine it's 1822. You're in London, it's cold, it's foggy, you've got a little savings. Then you meet this guy, Gregor McGregor. Gregor tells everyone he's the Prince of Poyais, a kingdom in Central America. He describes it like a 19th century Instagram filter. Golden sands, rivers flowing with literal chunks of gold. He didn't just talk either. He had fake currency, fake maps, even a handbook. People didn't just give him money, they chartered ships to move there. The twist, 200 settlers arrived to find a malaria-infested swamp. No gold, no cities, just dirt and death. The kicker, when Gregor got caught, he didn't run. He moved to France and tried to sell the exact same scam to the French. That's the financial equivalent of double-dipping a chip after the whole room saw you do it. Pure audacity. Here comes number 9, the man who trademarked the trap. You can't have a list of scams without Charles Ponzi. He didn't invent the pay old investors with new money trick, but he made it an art form. 1920s. Boston. Ponzi finds a loophole in postal stamps and tells people he can make them 50% profit in 45 days. People were mortgaging their homes for this. He was raking in $250,000 a day. The reality, to pay everyone back, he would have needed 160 million stamps. There were only 27,000 in existence. He wasn't trading stamps. He was trading hope. When the bubble popped, 6 banks went under. Wait, if you think stamps and swamps are weird, the next one involves the richest men in the world getting fooled by a walking stick and some literal dirt. We are moving to number 8, the salted diamond mine. This is my favourite because it proves even the smartest people are just toddlers with bigger bank accounts. 2 cousins show up in San Francisco with a bag of uncut diamonds, claiming they found a secret field in Wyoming. They played it cool, acted like they didn't even want to sell. That triggered the 1870s version of FOMO. The founder of Tiffany's and Baron Rothschild threw money at them. The catch: the cousins bought $20,000 of industrial diamond dust and salted the desert, literally shoving stones into the dirt with their walking sticks. By the time the elites realized diamonds don't grow next to rubies, the cousins were long gone. 7. The Baker Estate. This one is dark, very dark. During the Great Depression, a guy named William Smith told 25,000 desperate people they were the long-lost heirs to a mythical $300 million fortune. All they had to do was pay a small legal fee to help him sue the government for it. The kick in the teeth: the estate didn't exist. Families sent their last nickels for years. A scammer doesn't need a complex algorithm. They just need your desperation. We're halfway through and the numbers are getting bigger. But look at the common thread. Every scam worked because of one word: complexity. If someone explains an investment and you feel stupid for not understanding it, that is the product. The smartest guys in the room rely on you being too embarrassed to ask where the money actually comes from. We are moving to number 6, and it's even worse than you think. The man who printed a country. In 1924, Alves Rice decided he didn't want to earn money. He wanted to author it. He forged a contract and convinced the official London printing firm, the people who actually printed Portugal's money, that he was on a secret mission. They printed 100 million escudos in authentic banknotes for him. He used the cash to start his own bank and almost bought the National Bank to make his forgery legal. One man's printer literally changed European history. 5. The Match King Ivar Kreuger was the 1920s version of a tech bro. He controlled 75% of the world's match production. He was so rich he lent money to countries. But Ivar was running a global Ponzi scheme so complex it makes modern hedge funds look like lemonade stands. When the 1929 crash hit, he was found forging Italian government bonds with a pen and a dream. He didn't just go bankrupt. He broke the concept of international lending. Okay, take a breath. We're at the top 4. One guy fell out of a helicopter and another stole $65 billion while the world cheered him on. 4. Bre-X, the gold that wasn't. A tiny Canadian company claimed they found the motherlode in Indonesia. The stock went from pennies to $280. Everyone, grandmas, pension funds, Wall Street, bought in. The reality, the geologist was salting samples with shavings from his wedding ring. When he ran out of ring, he bought panned gold from locals. When an auditor checked the site, the geologist fell out of a helicopter. $3 billion vanished. The gold was just a pile of dirt. Here is number 3. Enron, the smartest guys in the grave. Enron was the 7th largest company in the US. Their trick? Mark-to-market accounting. If they thought they might make $100 million in 20 years, they'd book the profit today. They hid losses in shell companies named Jedi and Chewbacca. When it fell in 2001, $74 billion was wiped out. Lesson: if it takes a PhD to explain the business, it's probably a vacuum for your wallet. 2. Bernie Madoff, the $65 billion ghost. Bernie was a pillar of the community, chairman of the NASDAQ. For 20 years, he gave clients a steady 10% return, rain or shine. The truth, Madoff hadn't traded a single stock in years. The account statements were just fiction printed in his office. He stole from charities, Nobel winners, and friends. When the 2008 crash hit, the vault was empty. $64.8 billion. Gone. And our winner is number 1. Tulip Mania, the original sin. Number 1 is the most human scam of all because it wasn't one guy, it was everyone. 1630s, Netherlands. People became obsessed with tulips. At the peak, a single bulb was worth more than a luxury mansion. Why? The greater fool theory. You don't buy the flower because you like it. You buy it because you think some greater fool will pay more for it next week. In 1637, the market hit zero overnight. It's the template for every crypto crash and real estate bubble in history, whether it's a fake country in 1822 or a digital coin in 2026. The scam is always a mirror. It shows you what you want to see, a shortcut to the life you think you deserve. Trust is a very expensive thing to give away for free. If you enjoyed this autopsy of greed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Share this with that one friend who's always one investment away from a private island. You might just save their life savings. Stay skeptical. Keep your eyes on the ledger. I'll see you in the next one.